hello there, welcome back. It's Switch here with another Diablo 2 video, and today is going to be my top 10 Runewords in Diablo 2. This is just basically my favorite Runewords. That doesn't mean that every Runeword here is going to be the best in slot, but usually what's supposed to be. What I try to say, if you have some other ideas for some great Runewords, because I didn't include, for example, the Dream World here, which is crazy good. And, well, lots of others. But like I said, this is just my favorite top 10. And because it's a 10, I can't put more, right? So, okay, so I'm just gonna zoom a little bit every item. So hopefully you can see everything clearly. Obviously, I'm not able to obtain those items right now, so I just made the screenshots. And I boldly Breath of the Dying. So basically really amazing weapon. It's not really that expensive though, to be honest. I mean, at first look you just see the Vex and Zod, oh my god, but actually Zod is about the half of the high rune, so it's the same price like a charm rune. So basically, if we're talking about the value of the runes, they're not really expensive, and the Runewords is really great. So this is like really cheap Runeword. Like, if you might think this is expensive, it's not. The base, the Berserker Axe, it's about the Vex rune as well. So we're talking about 2 Vex and 1 Zod to make it happen. Why it's so expensive? The base, just simply because it's a ethereal one, and when you made that Runeword, it's going to be indestructible, which means the DPS is obviously the higher on the ethereal weapon and can be broken. So we have 50% chance to cast level 20 Poison Nova when you kill an enemy, so that's great because we're just going to spam all the time the Poison Nova. Indestructible, 60 increased attack speeds, enhanced damage, so as you can see it's 482, minus 25 target defense. This is great because this applies to the bosses as well. 52 attack rating, 200 damage to undead, which is also great because half of the trash in the game, they're undead. 52 attack rating against undead, 7 mana stolen per hit, that's great, but 14 mana life stolen per hit, that's even better though, isn't it? Oh my god, prevent monster to heal is great, also 32 attributes, 1 to lating radius, we don't care about this, do we? And requirements minus 20%. So, I really like this weapon, also it's great choice to do this in the mercenary slot. So for the mercenary and for the Zealer, amazing weapon. Okay, so we're just gonna crack on with another one. Another is a Chains of Honor Archon Plate. So we have Dol Bear East. So Dol not really hard to get east, obviously the Countess on the hard difficulty. Really easy to farm. Why it's really easy to farm? Because you usually farming for the keys, right? And then suddenly the east rune dropping, so yay. And basically she can only drop the highest one is the east, so obviously it's the best spot to farm for the rune east. Also for the Mal, so if you're looking for the Mal for the next Runewords, which we are going to see in a minute, the Countess is a great spot. 2 to all skills, 200 damage to demons, 100 damage to undead. And I'm going to say one more time, half of the trash is either demons or undead, but this is great armor for the Zealer, aka Smiter, because the damage to the demons and every Uber boss is a demon. On top of that, laying of hands with another 350, so we can combine 550 damage to demons. This is crazy, isn't it? It's like, whoa, you just snowball crazy. So when you will drop the Rune Bear, just keep that in mind. This is like one from the best armors in the game, and it's really good to have it before the Infinity, because probably everybody looking forward to get the Infinity. 8% life stolen per hit, enhanced damage, defense, 22 strength, obviously good. Replenish life doesn't matter, does he? All rest 65, that's great. Damage reduced, that's great. Magic find, we don't really care, do we? But we still have 25, so that's alright though. Another item, we are having here the call to arms. Like, I really wanna do this, but I don't have the so the rune the best place to farm is on the nightmare difficulty, just the before Baal we are killing the waves, and we have high chance to get the rune from the last wave, obviously, and the one before. So that which we're supposed to obtain the rune and also rune law. It's quite strange because apparently the Bale on the Nightmare difficulty only dropping the Vex rune, so that's kind of like strange, isn't it? But well, this is how the game works apparently. So obviously we're looking for the maze with 5 open sockets to do so. Ral, Mal, East, and like I said, Mal and East we can obtain from the counters on the hard difficulty. And what we're looking on this weapon, because we have lots of stuff, but most of this stuff is not important at all. We're just looking for the battle commands and battle orders. So if we are lucky and we can get like high rolls, we can boost our life and mana. Obviously mana is not so important, but the life, and then we can basically do the easy ubers, or at least be more efficient with doing them without no dying so much. On top of that, we have some 30% better chance of getting magic find items, chance to getting magic find items, and pretty much that's it, because we are not using this weapon as a damage dealer, so doesn't really matter what's on this weapon. The other affixes, and the any, yeah, this is crazy armor with the crazy runes, because we're talking about the Ja and the bear, and obviously the Ja is like a 2 bears if you want to transmute, but don't do it. Don't do that. Just don't. So Enigma, why is so crazy good? Because it's giving you 2 to all skills. Yeah, that's good. 45 faster run walk. Yeah, that's good. 1 to teleport. Yeah, that's what we're looking forward. It's even crazy because the Enigma, it's even the armor using by the sorcerers. Like for example, when you're doing like high-end build for the lighting sorcerers, and you might think like, wait, what? Yeah, because you see the affix 0 to strength based on the character level. So when you basically 80, you will get 80 to strength. If I'm not mistaken, you can correct me in the comment section below. So it's 1. I think it's 1. It's 1 to strength. So that's why you don't have to dump the points into the strength. You just acquire, you know, the Anise and the Torch and some other sources, because as you can see, it's 100 free strength. You can even do the Annie in the 77 like a strength armor, Dark Shroud, and it's just defense will be close, similar, like even the same 1100, like 1100. So 1100 def, and then you just need like 77 strength to wear that. So it depends what's your personal choice. I don't mind to have like 100 less defense. That's not gonna make any difference though, because as you can see, that's adding actually the value to the defense of the base armor, which in this case we have 758, but that's probably the rolled value. Increase maximum life 5%, damage reduced by 8%, 14 life after each kill. That's really crazy good mode, and the 15% damage taken goes to mana, so that's crazy good. And also on top of that, we have the last but not least, I need to zoom out. Oh, actually I made a screenshot without it, but basically we have also the chance to getting magic items based on the character level, so that's also something good. And the armor, the what character you're doing, I mean what character seeking, well, everybody who is not sorcerers, right? But I think the most value is for the Hammerdin, just simply because the Hammerdin damage output is so crazy high. If we're talking about like fully geared Hammerdin with the charms, we're talking some crazy amount, 15,000, 16k damage output. But even so, if you don't have any charms, it's still crazy, because the mobility on it gives you the edge, so you can go do like really crazy fast the chaos runs. Righty. Another item to zoom out. Another item, Exile. So this is another item for the Smiter, aka Zillar. So Ubers, Sacred Torch, Vex Isdol. Again, farming Bale on Nightmare difficulty would be the best choice for people who are struggling on the hard difficulty. Obviously, also the Bale drops the waves before the Bale, like giving you like really good loot in general. We're talking about the Shaco and other stuff, so if you don't know what's Bale dropping on the Nightmare difficulty, you can just go and check my other videos. So there will be links in the description below as well. So you will have like a loot chart and you will exactly know what the bosses are dropping. Anyway though, 50% chance to cast level 5 life tap on striking. So that's why we are making the Exile basically. Level 15 Defiance aura when equipped, that's alright though. 2 to offensive aura, you don't really care about it. 30% faster block rate, freezing target, enhanced defense, replenish life, doesn't matter. 5% to max cold and fire res, all res 44 because the Exile shield somebody found 44. So keep that in mind. The highest roll on the all res can be 45. Honestly, if you have 35, you can just go for it. If you have 40, you don't have to think, honestly. 40, it's like great. I even will use 35 to be honest. Like you don't really have to be max min with the res. You will have lots of res anyway, because later on you will improve, your builds to Crown of Ages or whatever, and you will have max out resistance anyway fighting against Mephisto, and a 25% better chance of getting magic items. And the reason why this should need to be ethereal, because repairs a durability in 4 seconds, every 4 seconds, so that's why you just want to use ethereal one. One more time, Vex on, you're just farming Bale on the Nightmare difficulty. 40 dude, great armor, either for yourself or for the Mercenary. I usually am using for the Mercenary. The rune, what we need is just basically the law, because also doll everybody already have. So rune law on one more time, Nightmare difficulty, Bale. 20 chance to cast level 15 chilling armor when struck. So basically when our Mercenary getting the hits, just pop out the chilling armor, and the defense, it's already almost 4k. So he will have so much defense, so the trash mobs can't do anything about to kill him, especially when you putting the Defiance from the Exile from your Paladin. So that will be like, oh wow, just the amount of defense he might get, like 1000 enhanced damage, 300 200 enhanced defense, 1 to life based on character level, so that's alright though. 5 to maximum lighting res, that's great. All rest 28, that's great. And the 12 damage goes to the mana, so that's also great. And it's the ethereal one, that's why it's so great, the defense, and that's why we are going to use our Mercenary are going to use, because he is not able to broke the ethereal items. Grief. Why Grief is so amazing? First thing first, the Face Blade. That have to be the Face Blade, just simply because if you will find the other one, and the other one, some other swords with the similar damage, because it's not really about this damage on the sword, are going to have the durability. You don't really want to use this, because if you are going to use not the Face Blade, and they have the durability, you will break the items really fast, and then you have to go and repair, and it's just waste of the money, because every mini Uber are going to break the item. So what's so exciting about this? Well, very fast attack speed, obviously. 35 chance to cast level 15 Venom on striking, and this is really crucial, because that Venom apply the poison damage, and then we have minus 23% to enemy poison resistance. So basically, even if you like full smiter, you can just do 1 point into the zeal, and you will be able to zeal every trash mobs in order to get to to the boss on the mini Uber to kill the boss. So it's really good to clear the trash mobs. On top of that, we have 37% increased attack speed, damage, which is Grief. Grief is always choose as a first weapon for the smiter, because that damage apply to every source we are dealing the damage. So basically we dealing the damage from the smite, and we just adding that damage to the smite. Ignore target defense is good for the mobs, and this is even better, so minus 25 target defense, because ignore target's defense doesn't apply on the bosses itself, but minus 25 damage apply constantly on the bosses. So this is like great. This is like great. This is like explanation for somebody like, okay, so we have ignore target defense, and then we have minus 25. That's going on? So that's exactly what I said. Like, ignoring target defense doesn't work on the bosses, but minus 25% target defense working on the bosses. 1% damage to the demons based on the character level, so 80% on the level 80. Keep that in mind. Half of the trash is the demons, and every boss is a demon. So that's really crazy. On top of that, we can use the laying of hands with another 350. And Chain of Honors with another 200, so you can stack more than 600 whatever, 620 or more, 630 percent to the demons. So this will be like snowball like crazy. Minus 23 to enemy poison resistance. I already explained that when we're casting the venom. Prevent monster to heal. That's great because obviously the monster are not able to heal, like freaking Duriel. If you're not able to kill him on the end when you're smiting and you don't have a proper zeal, don't need to be a grief, but in general you might struggle. Or well, you just need a laying of hands to apply extra 350 damage on top of that. Then we have 2 mana after each kill, and the life is good when we actually killing the trash mobs. Another one, we have the Hoto, so the Heart of the Oak. Co-Vex pull tool, and the Vex, like I said, the Bale on the Nightmare difficulty is able to drop the Rune Vex and the waves before as well. 3 to all skills, 40% to faster cast rate, and basically that's pretty much that's it. And last but not least, well, it's all rest, we can roll 40, and this increasing mana, maximum mana 15% is okay. The rest is like, it doesn't matter because we are not using this weapon as a damage dealer. So this is for the casters, and especially for the Sorceress and for the Hammer deal. Trapsin can use as well, and probably other casters, but most people who are using, they're definitely the Hammerdin and the Sorceress. But you can use Oculus to get more magic find, because the Oculus giving you 50 to magic find, but then you don't have the all res 40. You have less res. This 25 all res. Overall, both items are great for the Sorceress. Another item we having here is the Infinity. So this is something what everybody looking for, your mercenary, especially Sorceress, and especially later on the Lighting Sorceress. But even if you're not the Sorceress, you're hammered in, you don't mind to having the merits with the Infinity. Some other character like a Java Zone to break emus, like this is great. Great weapon. As you can see, Ethereal one can roll to 800, more than 800. Oh my god. Damage itself is crazy, but this is not all about the damage. It's basically about the level 12 conviction aura when equipped. So basically lowering the resistance the same way like the Mephisto on the Ubers, or basically conviction aura from the Paladin. 50% chance to cast level 20 chain lighting when you kill an enemy. So this is like faster round walk, enhanced damage. That's why the damage is so high. Minus 50% to enemy lighting resistance. So apparently the chain lighting but I don't really think so on the hard difficulty. Well, on the chaos run, actually this Mers can kill something with this chain lighting, maybe because it's of the minus 50 enemy lighting, and also the conviction aura. Maybe he can kill the trash mobs. Basically the whole idea is to having the conviction aura, so you as a main damage dealer, which is Sorceress for example, Hammered in, or the Java Zone, or another character, just applying the like huge damage. 40% chance of crushing blow, prevents monster to heal, vitality based on the character level, some better chance of getting magic items, which is 30%, and obviously it's a ethereal one because the mercs can't broke this weapon, so it's a crazy good. About the rune bear, oh my god, you just have to trade it, because well, you might be lucky and get one, but get two on, I don't know, during playing the Diablo game in one season. That'd be hard, but also with that being said, doesn't mean that's not going to happen to somebody. And the last but not least is the Last Wish. So every Smiter Zealer dream, Ja, Mal, Ja, Sur, Ja, Bear, and actually I made this weapon 5 months ago on first week playing the Project Diablo. So it was the first week of the season 2 and I made it. How I get it? Well, firstly, on the Project Diablo you have like really high odds to getting the runes, not like in this version. So I was lucky, and actually I found Bear by myself, Ja by myself, and then I found like 2 Stone of Jordans, and I just trade for the other Ja, and basically the trades took me like 1 or 2 days to get all of this. So it's like really fast. Why it's so exciting? I actually use the Face Blade, but you can use the Berserker Axe. It just depends, whatever you choose to. Why it's so amazing? Because first of all, we have chance to cast level 11 Fate when struck. So 11, excuse me, level 11 Fate when struck. So when somebody hitting us, giving us, I think that just from the top of my head will be 60 to all the rest, but I might be mistaken. And 60 and then 10% reduce the damage. So physical damage. So this is like great buff. Also, we have chance to cast level 18 life tap on striking. So basically, all the time when we attacking, we are basically putting the life tap aura. So basically, we just immortal because the life tap aura is giving us about 55, if I'm not mistaken, life leech percent, 55%. So basically, it's like we are constantly using the rejuvenation potion, almost. 20 chance to cast level 20 charge bolt on attack. This doesn't really matter. But those two first affixes are just like crazy snowballing the game. And level 70 Might Aura. So this is, imagine that, level 70 Might Aura, which obviously increasing the damage is well. Enhanced damage, almost 370. So as you can see, the damage itself is alright. Ignore target defense that doesn't work on the bosses, like already I explained. So the grief might be slightly better in some cases, but if somebody will argue which is better, obviously the last wish is better because of the modification. Then you can change the items. You don't need to the Dracul grabs. You can use the laying of hands and so on. So there is no argue about which one is better. Because somebody have the grief and the grief is good, that doesn't mean the last wish is worse. Obviously, the last wish is the best in slot. That's why it's bear, you know. It's like crazy run word. So obviously you wanna do this. 70% to crushing blow, prevent master to hit, to heal, and then we have some also magic find on top of that, which is not important. But one more time, fight when we struck, life tap. Might Aura on level 17 and the crushing blow 70 just from one item, making like a perfect choice for the smiter and also perfect choice for the Zealer who looking for the other modification like open wounds and deadly strike to apply like free just on one umber, and then you can just do solo. You don't give a fuck about, you know, somebody need to help to you. Righty, so thank you very much guys for watching. I hope somebody liked it. It was a little bit about the top 10, my top 10 run words, and I hope somebody enjoy it. I actually enjoy talking explaining. I really like this game. So anyway though, so thank you very much guys one more time for watching. See you guys in the next video. Take care and bye for now. And before I finish, you can just put your favorite run words, because obviously that was just top 10 and there is lots of others crazy. Like I said, the dream is crazy for the Dreamadin or the Tesladin, you can call it. So, but you have to actually use both of dreams, so one dream doesn't really gonna make the build, so that's why I didn't put that, but it's a crazy good item as well. Alrighty, thank you very much guys one more time for watching. See you guys in the next video. Take care and bye for now.